Okay, welcome. This is video 1, chapter 1, section 1, so variables and expressions. So we're going to do these three. It's writing verbal expressions from some algebraic expression. So number 1, 4q. Well, when we see 4q, we have to remember that's actually 4 times q, right? There's an implied multiplication there. 4 times q. Oh, so how do we write that in words? Well, we just did, right? 4, and I could do this maybe in red too, times 4 times q. Okay, or this q could also be some number, right? Some number or a number, right? Because q is representing any number. It could be, I could add a 2 in there and it'd be 4 times 2, right? Which would be 8, or maybe q is a 5. 4 times 5 would be 20, right? So q is just some number that's it's holding the place for some number. All right, so for number 2, we have w and a minus sign and 24. So how do we write this in words? Well, we can say it's some number, right? W, some number w, maybe a comma if I want to pause, and then that could be, this guy here can be minus, right? Minus 24. Some number w minus 24. Okay, that's the easy way to write it, but we can do it one other way too. We can say we could say it's actually 24, and this is the other way to write a minus sign, less than what? Less than some number q, or w in this case. Less than some number w, right? Okay, so this is confusing to some people, this 24 less than, but actually, if you think of them as groups, like this w, say it's a big group of something. Say it's 100 things, right? It's 100 apples, right? If you think about it, 100 apples, but we have 24 less than 100 apples, then we have 24 minus that 100, right? So you can kind of think of it that way, but written out, it's kind of switched around. Okay, moving on to the next one. We've got, how about this, m and the 6 in the exponent there, we say m to the 6th here, and then we have 6 what's, and then we did this one earlier, 6, there's a times, 6 times m. Alright, so we'll start with that. 6, and we do times some number, m. I won't write some number, we can just say m, to the 6th, to the 6th, to the 6th, to the 6th, we could say 6th power, maybe, if we want to the 6th power. And then, again, we have minus, so minus 35. Let's do that in black here. Minus 35. 6 times some m to the 6th minus 35. Alright, now that we can write some sentences, let's go the other direction. Alright, so I've got sentences. I want to write an algebraic expression. Okay, the sum. This is the first part. Let's see. The sum. What does the sum mean? The sum means we're going to add, right? The sum, when we add two things together. The sum of something. Alright, 3 times a number. Okay, so 3 times a number. What's a number? We can write that as, x maybe, or we could choose any letter to do those numbers. And then, so we're going to go 3 times a number. And we're going to sum that 3 times a number with what? We're going to sum that, or add those things together with 21. Alright, so we have 3x plus 21. 3 times some number plus 21, or the sum of these two quantities together, this quantity and this quantity. Okay, go on number 2. We got 18 less than something. 18 less than something. Remember, less than means we're taking 18 away. We're taking 18 away from some group. So that's on the very right-hand side. And let's see what that is. Okay, so 18 less than what? All right, well, it says less than a number and 6. What's a number and 6 mean? Okay, a number, so let's call it n for number. A number and is a sum also, and 6, and 6. And then this whole thing, this number and 6, is squared. Is squared, that's the last part. Let's do green for squared. A number and 6 squared. Okay, and minus 18, or 18 less than this whole group. So it's 18 less than this whole group, right here. Okay, moving on to the next one. The quotient of, so you can notice that a lot of times the sum of, or 18 less than, right, that's telling you kind of the operation that's happening, and then we have to figure out what to write, like which groups that's happening to. So the quotient of some two things. All right, well, the first thing is 6 less than a number cubed. 6 less than a number cubed. Well, that sounds complicated, but it's not too bad. Let's see. So we have 6 less than, remember that 6 goes to the right-hand side, because we start with an n. Let's say n is the number again, n, some number. You can choose any letter for that. 6 less than this n, all right? So if n's 5, it's 6 less than 5, right? Or if n's 50, 6 less than the 50. It makes it a smaller number. And then that's cubed. Oh, well, actually, let's see. 6 less than a number cubed. So what is cubed? The number is cubed. A number cubed. So let's put the cubed on the number n. All right? And so we have this piece. And, okay, then we're taking the quotient of this and the other piece. Another number, a different number, right? Another number times 32. So what do you want to call that? Oh, we can choose anything. Let's call it maybe m. M. So m times 32. All right, and remember, we're taking a quotient, or we're doing this thing, this one operation to these two groups, right? I have the first group, n cubed minus 6, or 6 less than the number cubed, and then this second group down here, the m times 32, or some other number times 32. All right, great job.